So can you commit me one thing that you will avoid doing these 5 mistakes, which I'm going to talk about in this upcoming video, that you will not commit these 5 mistakes in the essay paper. Now, what are these 5 mistakes all about, which I'm talking about? Let's have a look. Mistake number 1, please make sure that you're not starting your essay with a very weak or with a very vague introduction. Please, I mean, you cannot start your essay with definitions. Of course, that is a strategy which is very beneficial and useful in the GS papers, but I would not suggest that in the essay paper. So please do not end up writing something which is very vague. Please don't use very generic content in your introduction. Your introduction has to be very solid, has to be very impactful, and has to be very, very engaging. Please understand that fact. Now, it is always preferred that you begin your introduction with a very powerful hook. It could be a quotation and then you can elaborate that quotation. It could be some anecdote. It could be some data. It could be some paradoxical thing which you want to start with. At the end of the day, it's all about कि आप examiner को कितना engage कर सकते हैं. And of course, whatever you are planning to write in the introduction or you intend to write in the introduction, that has to align with the theme of the topic as well. Which is why I keep on talking about that thing. It is not only the content which is important, but it is also the intent behind the content which is very, very important. And therefore, the intent has to resonate with whatever topic's theme is concerned. Number 2, please make sure that your essay is not lacking the structure. Lack of structure is a shoddy essay, is a poor essay. This will not fetch you marks. So you can't really jump randomly from one point to the other. In so many essays, I mean, I've evaluated thousands and thousands of essays in these so many years. I end up seeing and observing one common trend which most of the aspirants make, specifically those people जिनको essay writing की practice का इतना exposure नहीं है, वो randomly एक point से दूसरे point पे jump करेंगे, एक dimension का भी explanation खत्म नहीं होता, वो दूसरे dimension और दूसरे example के towards आ जाते हैं. That will not fetch you marks. That is also very poor presentation, shall we say. So please follow a very clear-cut structure. You should have your introduction. In the introduction, you should have a powerful hook, some powerful anecdote, which is also explaining the theme of the topic which you have chosen to write the essay. Then, of course, in your essay, in the body of the essay, you should have some arguments. You should also have some counter arguments. Now, let's say that you've taken a particular stand. Let's say that you have taken a particular stand which is in favor of the topic. Now, I'm not saying that you deviate away from the stand, but in order to balance your content, you need to put some other perspective, some counter views as well. Not that if you've put 5 favoring arguments, it's not that I'm asking you to put 10 counter views, but let's say that you've put, 5 examples or 5 dimensions in favor of the topic in view or in alignment with a particular topic's theme. Maybe 2 or 3 examples you can put in the counter explanation as well. Please use examples. Try to use real examples as much as possible. And in conclusions, please definitely make sure that your conclusion is as powerful and as impactful as the introduction is. Please use certain words or headings which can help you to transition from one paragraph to the other, and certain words and connectors like firstly, moreover, however, which can also act as good connectors between subsequent paragraphs. Then the other mistake which you should avoid, please do not keep your essay in a one-dimensional view. Please try to have a 7D, 8D or a 5D or a 6D essay. Try not focusing only on one aspect. Now, if you end up focusing only on the political aspect of the theme or only on the economic aspect of the theme, then that will not fetch you marks. Nowadays, you do not get one-directional theme-based essays. Nowadays, you get an essay on the basis of which you can try to inculcate and write 6 to 7 dimensions on that particular theme. So that is the need of the hour. That is prudence. It is not that you have to write an essay on my best friend and that is, just one thing you've wrote. No, it's not going to be that easy. It's also, you have to understand one thing, that the topic of the essay might be very easy. Let's say that you end up choosing a very easy topic. But also understand one thing, that the competition is not going to diminish, because at the end of the day, you have to make sure that your essay is being differentiated और आपका essay पढ़ने में दिखने में थोड़ा different है as compared to the average candidate. If the average marks people are getting is, okay, Shakti Dubey got 100 marks in essay, although she's an all India rank 1 in the recently conducted exams and the results आए थे. However, let's understand one thing. But Shakti Dubey had also scored very well in GS4 and all the other GS papers as well. Although in political science, she had a score around 279, 280. So please understand that fact that essay can be a very very crucial factor, very deciding factor. अगर आपके marks GS के papers में थोड़े average हैं या सब optimal नहीं है, और अगर आपके optional में भी इतने अच्छे marks नहीं हैं, तो that 30-40 marks extra in the essay can give you that edge. Alright, so try using a multi-dimensional approach while writing the essay. And then please try to give real examples. Please, if you end up not giving real examples can be very detrimental. Having a very theoretical or abstract ideas based essay, that would not really engage or appease the examiner. So please try to add real life examples from current affairs, maybe from municipal issues. Maybe those examples can be from India. Maybe those examples can be from the world. Maybe you can use some historical events to quote and to substantiate your arguments. At the end of the day, think like a lawyer. Think like an advocate, think like a lawyer. You have to substantiate your arguments. And last but not the least, please don't end up having a weak conclusion. Ending the essay abruptly, or maybe just ending the essay with one paragraph and not really substantiating on that, that is very, very detrimental. Also, please do not end up summarizing your essay in the conclusion. Don't do that. Try to use a different anecdote or a different example in the conclusion, because the idea of that different example and the anecdote has to connect with the example or the anecdote which you have used in the introduction. Right? So give a very visionary, very constructive and a very positive ending with suggestions, philosophical quotes, and with a very future-oriented thought, which is leaving a very long-lasting impact on the mind of the examiner. So these are the 5 important mistakes which you need to avoid. Please do not incorporate these mistakes in your essay. And also friends, we are starting with the essay crash course. Abhi, at the moment, this is available at the price of 3,400. That's a very nominal cost. And what all are you getting? You are getting access to the PYQs essay content from 2019 to 2024. Then you're getting 2 HLTs plus 3 FLTs, which means all in all 8 essays you will end up writing and getting them evaluated by me. But I, in return, will give you content and video access of the entire topics which were listed in these HLTs and FLTs. So totally 32 essays bante hain. Evaluation, mentorship by me, plus you will have weekly live strategic sessions with me, whereby I will be discussing with you certain hacks and techniques to maximize your marks in the essay. Please use the coupon code SCOREHIGH to get discount. The toll-free number is available over here. I will see you very soon. Thank you so much.